I want to be mindful of your time, so we're starting already. So good morning. Today is Thursday, September 2nd, and we're going to get started with chapter 7. And not like anyone else in the waiting room because I'm respecting your time. I'm recording this right now, so let's get started. So we're going to start, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because we're going to work on this lesson second. We're going to first start with chapter 7. So if you're ready for read aloud, give me a thumbs up. I'll be asking you certain questions, and I want you to use the chat feature to answer the question. So today's chapter is Calvin. As I read, please make sure that you are making a mind movie in your head to what this character looks like. And who can tell me by typing in the chat, who is Calvin really good friends with? Who can remember chapter 6? Type it in the chat. BB, good job. Amaya, Emsley, Chloe, Lauren. Now, a recap from chapter 6. Remember, BB was the artist, and she had Calvin helping her during art time. But BB liked to draw really fast, and Calvin wasn't really confident with his drawings. But their teacher told him that it's better to take time on one piece of art than make tons of art pieces, and that's more valuable. So chapter 7. At the end, I'll show you what Calvin looks like, so let's get started. So make sure that you are listening to chapter 7. Calvin had a big round face. Calvin, said Mrs. Jewls, I want you to take this note to Mrs. Zarvis for me. Miss Zarvis? Asked Calvin. Yes, Miss Zarvis, said Mrs. Jewls. You know where she is, don't you? Yes, said Calvin. She's on the 19th story, I believe. That's right, Calvin, said Mrs. Jewls. Take it to her. Calvin didn't move, though. Well, what are you waiting for? Asked Mrs. Jewls. She's on the 19th story, he said one more time. Yes, we've already established this fact, said Mrs. Jewls. The 19th story, Calvin repeated. Yes, Calvin, the 19th story, said Mrs. Jewls. Now take it to her before I lose my patience. But, Mrs. Jewls, said Calvin. Now, Calvin, said Mrs. Jewls, unless you would rather go home on the kinder bus, I'd suggest. Yes, ma'am, said Calvin. Slowly, he walked out the door. Ha, 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 laughed Terence. Take it to the 19th story. Give it to Miss Zarvis, said Myron, making fun of Calvin. Have fun on the 19th story, called Jason. Now, I want you to type in the chat, why do you think his classmates are making fun of him as he's going to deliver this note to Miss Zarvis? So type in the chat, why do you think they're teasing him? And why do you think Calvin keeps repeating that he's going to the 19th story? Make a prediction. Ooh, Lauren's read the book. Lauren has a great prediction. Let's see who else typed it in the chat. Because it's very far. Good job, Amaya. That's a kinder class, said Jaden. There isn't one, said Darion. So, Calvin, great job, fourth graders. Calvin stood outside the door to the classroom, but he didn't go anywhere. He didn't know where to go. As you know, when the builder built Wayside School, he accidentally built it sideways. But he also forgot to build the 19th story. He built the 18th and the 20th, but no 19th. He said he was very sorry. So there was also no Miss Zarvis. Miss Zarvis taught the class on the 19th story. Since there was no 19th story, there was no Miss Zarvis. And besides that, as if Calvin didn't have enough problems as it is, there was no note. Mrs. Jewls did not give him a note. Boy, this is just great, thought Calvin. Just great. I'm supposed to take a note that I don't have to a teacher who doesn't exist. and who teaches on a story that was never built. He didn't know what to do. He walked down to the 18th story, then back up to the 20th, then back down to the 18th, and back up the 20th. There was no 19th story. There was never a 19th story. And there never will be a 19th story. So Calvin walked down to the office. He decided to put the note in Miss Zarvis's mailbox. But there wasn't one of those either. That didn't bother Calvin too much. However, since he didn't have a note, he looked out the window and saw Lewis, the recess yard teacher, shooting baskets. Lewis will know what to do, he thought, so Calvin went outside. Hey, Lewis, Calvin called. Hi, Calvin, shouted Lewis. He tossed him the basketball. Calvin dribbled up and took a shot. Sadly, he missed. Lewis tipped it in, helped him out. Do you want to play a game? Lewis asked. I don't have time, said Calvin. I have to deliver a note to Miss Zarvis up on the 19th story. Then what are you doing all the way down here? Lewis asked. There is no 19th story, said Calvin. Then where's Miss Zarvis? Asked Lewis. There is no Miss Zarvis, said Calvin. What are you going to do with the note? Asked Lewis. All right, fourth graders, make a prediction. Type it in the chat. What do you think Calvin's about to do? There's no note, no teacher. What is he going to do next? Make a prediction. And make sure that you are not spamming the chat with random phrases, friends, because I can write down who is doing that. It saves it, and I can email parents. So please be respectful of the chat. So make a prediction right now. What is going to happen to Mr. Calvin? What's he going to do next? Make a prediction. Jair says scream. That's a good one. In front, Mrs. Jewell said Emsley. Yes, Darion.
Can I log in Zoom on my phone, then I use the computer for work?
Yes, ma'am. That's a great idea. I'll let you in, okay? Thank you for being a problem solver, Darion. Go rage. Tristan said he's going to start raging. CJ said shred it. Giselle said eat the note, but there's no note, remember? Amaya, tell his teacher that he took it. He's going to yell. He doesn't make a note. He's going to be angry. Great prediction, fourth graders. So let's find out what happens. Calvin said, there is no note. I understand, said Lewis. That's good, said Calvin, because I sure don't. It's very simple, said Lewis. You are not supposed to take no notes to no teachers. You already have not done it. Calvin still did not understand. I'll just have to tell Mrs. Jewell that I couldn't deliver the note, he said. That's good, said Lewis. The truth is always best. Besides, I don't think I understand what I said either. Calvin walked up the 30 flights of stairs to Mrs. Jewell's class. Thank you very much, Calvin, said Mrs. Jewell. Calvin said, but I did. Mrs. Jewell interrupted him. That was a very important note, and I'm glad I was able to count on you, Calvin. Yes, but you see, Mrs. Jewell, said Calvin, you delivered the note to Miss Zarvis on the 19th story, asked Jason. How did you do it? Asked Jason. What do you mean, how did he do it? Asked Mrs. Jewell. He gave Miss Zarvis the note. Some people, Jason, are responsible, unlike you. But you see, Mrs. Jewell, said Calvin. The note was very important, said Mrs. Jewell. I told Miss Zarvis not to meet me for lunch. Don't worry, said Calvin. She won't. Good, said Mrs. Jewell. I have a coffee can full of Tootsie Roll Pops on my desk. You may help yourself to one for being such a good messenger. Thanks, said Calvin. But really, it was nothing. All right, fourth graders, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed chapter 7. Now, here is Mr. Calvin. So Mr. Calvin is frazzled. Poor thing going from the 18th story.
Only one time.
I had the
Wait,
same picture.
This is probably answering
Oh,
for
Carson,
the
the
kid.
same picture.
It's not that he's ignoring you.
You have the
it's just
book
that he has to take
on your
time
phone?
to but hey,
No, I can find anything on my
but that's
iPad.
it. Wait till
Doing your research.
she'll get to you in a minute.
And then Emsley, love your drawing. And then I need everyone to now go to Seesaw. Yes, Robert?
Somebody has their mic on. Can I log into the Zoom on my phone too?
Yes, Robert. If you want to sign into Zoom on your phone, that way you have Seesaw on your desktop. That's awesome on your laptop. All right, guys.
Can I do that too?
Mute themselves. Yes, just so you can do that.
I'm gonna do that too.
Somebody's playing something in the background.
I know. I think I'm muting everyone. I'm checking all the boxes. And once again, I am so proud of y'all guys for logging in. We're going to now transition to Seesaw for our first lesson. And if you want to get on Zoom on your phone, that way you have it side by side with your laptop, you can definitely do that. I'll let you in because you were here on time. All right, on my screen, we're going to now transition to our what's going on in the picture lesson. So have your tab with this lesson pulled up. And I want you to click add response. Give me a thumbs up if you are working through this. Good. So you should be on page 1. We're going to be looking at a photograph, but I'm waiting for everyone to be ready. All right, friends. You are going to now look at my Google Slides. We're going to go over the lesson, and then we're going to go back to Seesaw. So we're going to pin Seesaw. We're set. All right, so at this time, what I want you to do is I want everyone to make sure that your eyes are on your screen, listening ears are turned on, and we're not typing anything into Seesaw right now. I will let you know when it's time to start writing in Seesaw. So give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. I will let you know when it's time to start typing in Seesaw. Right now, I just need you listening. Thumbs up? All right, we're gonna get started, friends. Looking at the video boxes, making sure I'm not losing anyone. Eyes on the screen. All right.
Mr. C, I joined.
You joined? Hold on, let me let you in, friend. Robert and Giselle.
Mr. Kabamman, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay.
And we're starting.
Me too.
Mr. Kabamman, I'm gonna log into on my phone. Hold on. I have to go get it.
We're gonna get started with the lesson, Catalea. So we'll do that tomorrow, okay? Because we do have to get started, friend, okay? So just push through like this today, and tomorrow have your phone ready, okay? All righty. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna make this as small as possible. There. So what's going on in this picture? So your objective for this lesson is I will make predictions and use evidence to support my opinion. You're going to use text evidence to support and prove your responses. And the word evidence refers to the clues, the proof, and your opinion is your personal thoughts on a topic. And a prediction is reaching a conclusion, an inference, but having the clues and evidence to back it up. All right, 4th graders, give me a thumbs up if you're able to see the image, the black and white image, the photograph in front of you. Here's what I want you to do. Our job today is we're going to make predictions. So what I want you to do is I want you to examine, I want you to observe and look at this photograph. We're going to be making predictions about where this photo was taken, what the people are looking at, where they are, and why they look so worried. So at this time, let's examine the photograph. There's a lot of clues everywhere. The background is a clue. This number is a clue. What they're holding is a clue. What they're wearing is a clue. This right here is a clue. There's a reflection right here. They're holding on to something. And these arrows are also a clue. So observe this photograph for 10 seconds. Because I'm going to need your help. All right, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to make predictions. All right. Lauren, yes.
I'm trying to zoom in on the newspaper on my computer, but I can't read the headline.
It's okay. But you can see the image right here because I'm going to read what the pamphlet says, okay? Because it's hard to see on your screen, okay? If we were in the classroom, this would be projected super, super big, okay? So I'm gonna call on some friends, so I hope that you're ready. So turn on your thinking caps on because I want you to help me out. What do you think the crowd is looking at? I'm gonna go back to this image. That way you can see it full screen. I'm gonna call on, let's see who I'm gonna call on. Bryce, I want you to help me out. I want you to make a prediction, Bryce. What do you think the crowd is looking at? Make a prediction. There's no wrong answer, friend. What do you think the crowd is looking at?
The news.
The news. That's a great prediction, Bryce. And how do you know that they're watching the news?
Because they're looking at a TV.
That's right. Good job, Bryce. Pat on the back. Fourth graders, do you see the reflection right here of the TV screen? Now, this is an old school TV. It's a big block. Good job, Bryce. So now I'm going to call on Bennett. Bennett, how do you know that this photograph was taken in the past? How do we know that this photo is old?
Because it's black and white.
It's black and white. Good job. Then I'm going to call on, let's see, I'm going to call on Lauren. Lauren, what's another clue that this photo was taken in the past? What's another clue besides it being black and white?
Maybe because on the newspaper it says, if I'm zooming into my seesaw and I can see that it says a US flag on the moon, so maybe that's like says that it's old.
That's right. Great
Because
clue.
yeah.
Great clue. Then I'm going to call on Amaya, then Zitlali. What's another clue that this happened in the past? What's the evidence based on the photograph? Amaya, then Zitlali. What's another clue, friend? What's another clue? There's lots of clues. To help you guys out, examine what they're wearing.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, like they're wearing dress outfit?
They're all dressed up. Great.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now I'm going to call on Zitlali, then Adam. Zitlali, what's another clue that this photo was taken in the past besides it being black and white, the newspaper, and that they're all dressed up? Zitlali.
Mr. C, how do I mute myself on my
My
phone?
I'm going through all the video boxes. There, Robert, I muted you, friend. All right, so Zitlali, what's another clue, friend? And then Adam. Zitlali, you're still thinking. I'm gonna go to Adam. Adam, what's another clue, friend? And then Ari.
They have old hats and stuff.
Yes, the hats. Ari, what's another clue that this photo was taken in the past?
She has like an older phone right here.
An older phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great prediction. That's a good clue.
There are no phones in the image.
But there are no phones. But does everyone see their glasses? How the glasses are old-fashioned? They're not modern ones. And another clue would be the TV that is very, very old. All right, so now I'm going to ask someone, why do they look worried? Diego de Hoyos. Why do they look so worried?
I'm impossible.
So Diego. Then
Because it's probably like something bad.
because something bad is happening. Great prediction, Diego. Now Peyton, and then Elena. Why do they look so worried? Why do they look so worried? Peyton. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next person, if you're still thinking. Elena, why do they look so worried?
Probably there's something bad that they're saying on the TV, like a very bad storm or something.
That's a great prediction, Elena. Now, Darion, what's another prediction? Why do they look so worried?
Well, since the man's newspaper says that the U.S. flag landed on the moon, maybe they found out that Neil Armstrong had died.
Ooh, that's a great prediction. Now, Catalea, what's another prediction for why they look so worried?
Another reason why they look so worried is because maybe the plane had a malfunction and the rocket I did a research on Neil Armstrong once and
Awesome.
and once he I think the reason that he died was because he didn't have enough air in his oxygen bank. I think that's what happened. He died.
Thank you for sharing that. Now, I'm going to call on Tristan. Tristan, how do we know that they're worried? What's a clue? How do we know that these people are very worried? What's the big clue? What facial expression do they have, Tristan? Who can help Tristan out by raising your hand? How do we know that they're very, very worried? I'm looking at the video boxes. Who can help Tristan out?
Their faces.
Leo.
The faces.
Their faces are scrunched up. Their eyes are smaller. They look very concerned. Now, I'm going to call on one more friend. Where are they? What's the location, the setting, where they're at? I'm going to call on Evelyn. Evelyn, where are they located based on the clues in the background? Where are they located? Evelyn. I'm going to call on Robert to help you out. Robert, where are they located? Look at the background. Where are they at? Make a prediction.
In front of the bank?
Ooh, in front of a bank. That's a great prediction. Carson, where are they located? Make a prediction. Where are they?
At 6:03.
Ooh, he's at 6:03. Bryce, make a prediction, friend. Good job, Carson. Mr. Bryce, make a prediction. You're so,
Brooklyn.
what's that?
Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. He said Brooklyn, New York. Michaela, do you think they're
I can't hear you.
outside or inside the building, Michaela?
Hello? Mr. C.
They're outside.
How do we know that they're outside, Michaela? What's a big clue?
They're standing in front of glass.
That's right, they're standing in front of glass. So now, guys, we're going to go to Seesaw now. We're going to be typing in these 4 questions in the text boxes. You're going to have sentence starters already in Seesaw. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transition into Seesaw, and we are going to go to Seesaw, and I want you to click on page 5. So what I do, you do. I want everyone to now go to Seesaw, and you've clicked on the Thursday reading lesson, what's going on in the picture, and then you clicked add response, and now go all the way to page 5, where it says, what do you think the crowd is looking at? And we've already made predictions, so now we're going to type them in. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to type in Seesaw.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now you have the first part of your sentence already in the box to help you out. So what do you think the crowd is looking at? Let's click in the text box, erase the 3 dots. What I do, you do. And then we're going to write down, I think the crowd is looking at, I'm going to call on someone to help us remember, excuse me. I'm going to call on Giselle. What was the crowd looking at? What do we need to type in our prediction?
I accidentally erased all the things.
They're looking at the news TV.
That's right. They're looking at the news, and don't forget, we have to use evidence, the clues, to support each inference. So type in with me. You already have, I think the crowd is looking at the news because this is where we're going to write and provide the evidence, because
I
You
accidentally
can
erased the whole
see
thing.
the TV screen on the reflection of the window. So I'm going to pause. That way you can type this in. Whenever you have this in your text box, give me a thumbs up. I think the crowd is looking at the news because you can see the TV screen on the reflection of the window.
Mr. C,
Yes.
I think I know where they are, at a car dealership.
Oh, that's a great prediction, Darian. Did you finish typing up your sentence?
Yes.
All right, guys, who's ready for number 2? Give me a thumbs up. But I'm still giving you time to start typing. You have 1 minute. All right. I think the crowd is looking at the news because you can see the TV screen on the reflection of the window. And I gave you the first part, and we're only writing one sentence for each of these 4 questions. Take your time. Checking all the video boxes. I see everyone super focused. I want to acknowledge everyone for being super on point this morning. We made a prediction. We have the clues to support it. The clues are the TV screen is seen on the reflection, and the prediction is they're looking at the news. They're watching. And then I think, who had their hand up? Yazel? Yazel, what's your question, friend?
I can't go on Seesaw because my laptop is dead.
Oh no, friend. Remember, it's your responsibility to have your laptop charged during the lesson, okay? That means you're gonna have to go back and complete this after the lesson, after the Zoom, okay? And I'm gonna post the recording of it, so always come prepared, friend. You can always plug it in to the wall right now, to an outlet. All right, I want everyone to give me a thumbs up if you're ready for number 2. Give me a thumbs up. If you need more time, speak up at this time. Advocate for yourself. So thumbs up if you're ready. Unmute yourself if you need more time. And say, wait. Okay, I see a lot of thumbs up. And no one's said wait, so I'm going to go to number 2. All right, so for number 2, on page 6 in Seesaw, how do you know this happened in the past? And I already gave you the first part to help you out. We have, I know this photo was taken in the past because what I want you to do is click in the text box. We have the first part. Now we have to provide the clues. And I misspelled because. There it is. So next time spell because.
That's what I was going to tell you.
B-E-S-E. I did this really fast last night. So the clues. Bennett, you're the one who answered this a while ago. So what is the clue? How do we know that this was taken in the past? Lots of clues were given, Bennett, but can you recap it for me? Give me one clue.
Because it's black and white.
Because it's black and white. But what's a better clue, Bennett?
The TV is really old.
Yes, because the TV, and we're going to write the abbreviated version of TV. So uppercase T, period, uppercase V, period, is, instead of saying really old, we're going to say old-fashioned. And that's all I want you to write, 4th graders. The TV is old-fashioned because I gave you the sentence starter, the first part. I hope that helps you out. So we made a prediction and have the evidence to prove it. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for number 3, question 3. All right, give me a thumbs up. And I see people still typing, so it's okay, keep typing. Good job, 4th graders. So now, when we're done with this question, we're gonna move on to why do they look so worried? We've already discussed it. We have our prediction and we have our clues. So I'm gonna call on Rachel. Rachel, why do they look so worried? Make a prediction. Do you remember what everyone said? Why do they look so worried?
Soleil hasn't gotten.
Rachel, why do they look so worried? I see her.
Soleil got kicked out.
Who got kicked out?
Soleil.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Let's see. Him in, admit. There. And then everyone else is late, so they don't get to come in. Sorry, y'all. While Rachel's thinking, I'm going to ask Victor. Victor, why do they look so worried? Mr. Victor, why do they look so worried?
They maybe saw news that something bad happened.
Yeah, they might be watching some bad news. So on this one, guys, let's type in, I think they look worried because something, I don't like that. Let's do a take 2. I think they look worried because the news might be covering something bad.
Mr. C,
And I'm gonna pause it right there. Yes, Bryce?
I'm behind. I couldn't get my computer to work.
It's okay. Are you still on number 2, friend?
Yeah.
So on number 2, all we typed in was that the TV was old. You can just type that, okay, Bryce? So the TV was very old. And then we're on number 3, friends. I'm so proud of y'all. Give me a thumbs up if you've typed in, I think they look worried because the news might be covering something bad. Awesome. And then I want you to give me 2 thumbs up if it helps you out that I have the first part already in the text box written for you. Give me 2 thumbs up if that helps you out. I'll keep doing that for tomorrow's lesson. All right, friends, good job. Now,
You see, somebody asked if we could do covering something huge instead of saying covering something bad.
yeah, we can either say something, I like that better, something huge or bad. You can change the last adjective, the last describing word. Thank you, because when I start teaching, I can't really see the chat because it disappears, so thank you for speaking up. Now, guys, if you're ready for the last question, give me 2 thumbs up.
I'm not done with this one.
Bambia,
Yes.
I'm just writing it down.
That works. All right, friends, we're going to move on to number 4, the last question. Giselle, just write them down. Okay, speak up if you need more time.
I need more time.
I need more time.
Okay, keep
I
writing.
need more time. I
If
don't.
you're ahead, 4th graders, I want you to go to the last question. Go to page 8 in Seesaw, which is question number 4. If you're ahead, I want you to answer that one by yourself while you're waiting for your friends. So, Emsley, you can go to question number 4. Darion.
What are we supposed to do? Let's see.
On number 4, we have where does this photo take place? If you want to go ahead, you can. But if you want to wait for me, you can wait for me, okay?
Mr. C,
Yes.
how do you get to the next line?
you click on this slide, friend. That's how you go to the next.
Mr. C, I finished answering number 8.
Good job. So if you're ahead, please go to the last question. And all you do is you click on the next slide like this. But
Do I turn it in?
what's that?
Will I turn it in?
Jaden.
Yes. Go ahead and do the last
Number 4.
two. If you're done with one, make sure that you turn it in. All right. Moving to the last one, friends. I want you to mute yourself, guys. There's 3 people that need to mute themselves. Thank you so much. Where does this photo take place? I gave you the first part. I think they are, and we're going to type in the following. I think they are outside of a building because you can see the and I'm gonna
Mr. Kabambian, there's also I also have another one. I also have another one for that one. You're looking through one of those TV glasses, those TV glass.
Yes, so I think they're outside of a building because you can see the, I'm gonna pause, that way I give you time to write this down. And if you're done with this question, I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pencil for your next lesson.
I was already getting ready.
So if you're already done with this last question and you're ahead, go get a pencil and paper for our second lesson. And that one's going to be short. So I think they're outside of a building because you can see the street in the background. For this one, you can type in any clue. You can type in that you can see the street in the background, the number on top of the building, the reflection. So for this one, I want you to give me your own clue. I'm going to put those 3 dots. Those 3 dots signify and mean that you have to give me your own clue.
How do you spell reflection?
I want you to click the green check mark. Reflection, you spell it R-E-F-L-E-C-T-I-O-N. That's how you spell reflection.
I'm done.
When you're done, guys, click the green check mark to turn this in so I can give you credit. You get 100 in the grade book. So now, when you're done, I want you to get paper, a pencil, and I want you to be ready to write on paper.
Grandma, can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, go to the potty.
Can I go to the bathroom too?
All right, who is ready?
How do you spell reflection?
Give me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Reflection, R-E-F-L-E-C-T-I-O-N.
Can I go to the restroom too?
Can I go to the restroom too?
Yeah, let's do a quick little bathroom break if you're already done. That way.
Can I turn in the assignment because I'm already done?
Yes, if you're done, turn in the assignment, friends.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 4.
Yes, this is number 4, Bryce. Good job, everyone. If you're done, go to the bathroom.
I don't know how to spell it.
And if you're done, also have your pencil and paper. Reflection, you spell R-E-F-L-E-C-T-I-O-N. But I want you to give me your own clue at the end. You don't want to use this one.
Why do you keep saying number 4? It's number 8.
Well, it's actually number 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's page 8 because I included the photograph on the first couple slides in Seesaw.
You actually need a pencil and paper. Do you actually need it?
Yes, so please get out your paper and pencil for the next lesson.
I'm going to go now. Be right back.
We're going to start
I
our
finished.
lesson in 1 minute.
What do you write in number 2?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Back to the first.
All right, friends.
Back going.
So I want you to make sure that you get a pencil and paper for our next lesson. Yes, Bryce?
Do we do slide number 4?
Yes, sir. We were working on, friend. Oh, wait, slide number 4. Let me see. You mean this one, Bryce?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, not this one. That's just the objective. We worked on slide 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 4 questions, okay? Just those.
Okay.
Thank you for
Can we
asking.
turn it in?
Yes, turn it in, friends, to get 100. Woo! Get 100 by clicking the green.
Yoshi.
All right, friends. So now we're
I
going
couldn't
to
finish slide 5.
I
We're
got a piece of paper,
now
dying.
our next lesson. If you have your pencil and paper, I want you to give a thumbs up. We're going to be completing a journal writing. And the way that you're going to turn this in is going to be by taking a picture of your writing by using the camera on your laptop or iPad in Seesaw. Because you're going to be writing on paper.
What are we doing?
As long as we start our writing, because people are coming back from the bathroom right now, friends.
Mr. C, it won't allow me to take a picture.
If it doesn't allow you to take a picture, friends, just have your parents take a picture of your writing, your paper, and just have them send that to me on Remind, okay?
It won't let you on
Like
on Zoom.
Oh yeah, you'll do this after you get off Zoom, okay?
Mr. Cambambia,
So what I'm gonna do right now
What do you do?
is everyone to mute themselves. I'm gonna go over this one more time because we have people coming back from the bathroom. So I'm gonna answer all of your questions. That way you're set, friends. So everyone mute yourself, and I promise that I'm gonna go over everything. Then if you still have a question, of course you can ask. But right now, I want you listening. So we're going to be writing. Then after Zoom, you're going to take a picture of it in Seesaw, or if it doesn't let you, have your parents take a picture of it and send me the writing on Remind. But it's not gonna let you take a picture right now because you're on Zoom. You have to wait to take the picture after you're done with the Zoom lesson. So if you're ready, give me a thumbs up if you have paper in front of you and a pencil. Okay, good. So I'm gonna now share the screen. Whenever you're done, this is where you're going to go to turn it in. So I'm gonna click the green check mark because everyone should have done that already for the what's going on in the picture lesson. Now, you're gonna go to activities in the English classroom, and you're going to go to this lesson where it says writing lesson. Whenever you're done, you're gonna go to this lesson, and you're going to click add response. And it says here in the purple box, take a picture of your paper you're writing for today using the camera on your laptop or iPad and insert the photo right there where the arrow is. Make sure it's clear. How to take a photo? I included a screenshot. You click on the camera button, photo, and then make sure that you hold it up to the camera, and that's where you put your writing. You're gonna have all day to work on this writing, friends, okay?
Wait,
So,
what is writing
we only
about?
have 9 minutes left. We're gonna get started. Then you're going to finish it at some point today. So it's not due in 9 minutes. We're going to get started on it. And then you have all day because after this, remember you have work time. It's built into your schedule that you have work time to finish anything related.
Mr. Cambambia.
What did I draw? I didn't draw nothing.
Mute yourself, friends. Thank you.
Hey.
Mute yourself, friends.
Yeah, maybe.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to show you the writing prompt. I haven't shown you what you're going to write about. I'm going over what you're going to do, okay? Like where it goes. All right, so now I'm going to share my screen, and you're going to now write your name on your paper. And this is what you're writing about, your journal prompt for today. Here it is. Do you think it is difficult being a kid in the year 2021? Explain why you agree or why not. You could disagree. Write as many sentences as possible. If you're struggling on how to start your sentence, your first one, you could use the following sentence starters. In red, I think it is difficult being a kid these days because those 3 dots would be where you insert your own words. Or being a kid is hard in the year 2021 because. I'm going to show you my example of what I wrote. That way you have an idea of what I'm expecting. The requirement is at least 5 sentences. If you want to write more, it's extra credit. So this is what I wrote. So I need eyes up here. If your eyes are on the screen, give me a thumbs up. Awesome. So I said, using the sentence starter, being a kid is hard in the year 2021 because there are so many obstacles that keep getting thrown at them throughout the year. For example, COVID-19 has made it difficult for kids to have a normal school year. Kids at schools have to socially distance, could get sent home to learn virtually, and could get sick. Some kids might not be able to visit certain family members due to being quarantined or if someone is sick. Certain things like field trips or class parties might not happen, and that is something that kids look forward to at the end of the year. To wrap up, being a 4th grader this year has some disadvantages, but here's the things changing in 2022. So that's my example. So what I want you to do is you're going to start writing, and you're going to have all day to work on this, but make sure that you turn it in by taking a picture in this activity in Seesaw that looks like this. It says Thursday writing lesson. And I go over all the instructions, guys, of how to take a picture. Then, after you finish your writing, friends, because you have all day to work on it, 5 sentences requirement to get 100. Whenever you are done with your writing, this is going to be your follow-up work. You have 2 things to work on. Your writing, and you're going to have 1 context clue work. But this one is only 5 questions. When you finish your writing, you're gonna go to Seesaw, and you're going to click on the Thursday independent work 1 through 5, and you're going to figure out the meaning of these 5 words. There's only 5 questions. So it should take you 10 minutes to do the context clue independent practice and all day for the writing. So once again, in Seesaw, you have the slide that has the prompt. So if you go, Mr. C, I don't know what to write about, where's the prompt? Please click here on the image, and it's right there, friends. And you're going to be writing this on paper and pen. Do you think it's difficult being a kid in the year 2021? Explain. Now, any questions before you're dismissed?
Can we use a pencil?
Yes, once again, you're using paper and pencil. You're writing it in front of you. Then you're going to take a picture of it and turn it in Seesaw.
You said paper and pen.
Paper, pen, or pencil. Because you're at home, I don't know what you have access to. So if you have a pen, use a pen if that's all you have. I would recommend a pencil. But at this point, I want to make sure that you have something to write with, okay, friends? So you have in your schedule, please make sure that you are working on this before you go to Ms. Rodriguez, because you go to Ms. Rodriguez at 10:15. You can get this done before 10:15, the writing and the context clues independent practice. If you have no questions, guys, you are dismissed. If you do have a question, stay on. So bye, y'all.
Bye, Mr. C. Have a good day.
You're dismissed.
Bye.
You're too.
Bye, Michaela.
Bye.
There is
I'm so proud of you.
Finished my paper. I just finished my paper. I'm writing on the back because of this.
Bye. You have a-
I have one question.
Yeah, if you have a question, stay on, okay? I'm not leaving.
Okay.
So I'm.
Anyways, shoot, what was my question?
You have to mute yourself, Katalea. Thank you. So those of you that are still here, you have a question, and I'm gonna go to Natalia first. Natalia.
Wait, to take a picture with Seesaw, I can't take a picture on Seesaw and using Zoom at the same time.
Right, I went over that. I'm gonna take the picture after Zoom, okay?
Oh, I didn't hear you because I was too busy writing.
I know that. Bye, everyone. Stay on if you have a question. So you're gonna take the picture of your writing after Zoom because you can't access it right now. Natalia, question, friend.
I couldn't finish the on
The lesson on the picture?
no.
Okay, I will project it for you in a bit, okay? Ari, what's your question, friend? Then Catalea.
There's no second assignment.
Yes, there is it's going to pop up at, I scheduled it for, what time did I schedule it for? Right now. So it just uploaded 5 minutes ago, Ari, so refresh it. It looks like this. I'm gonna share my screen. I always schedule everything
It's here.
at a certain time. That way,
Mr. Kambambia.
hold on, friends. I'm still with Ari. I'm gonna get to you, I promise, but you cannot interrupt, friends. So Ari, it's right here. Do you see it now? Refresh.
Yeah.
See?
I do.
Yeah, so I schedule everything in increments at certain times. That way, when you log in the morning, you're not like, oh my God, I gotta do all that. So it gets scheduled out, okay, Ari? Now, next question is going to be Catalea.
So can I use this app to write down? Can I use the Seesaw keyboard?
Would you rather type in the writing in a text box in Seesaw, Catalea?
Yeah.
You can do that. I would recommend pen and paper because sometimes people feel better if they write on a paper. But if you feel comfortable typing it in, Catalea, you can type your 5 sentences in that assignment. Does that work for you, friend? Awesome. Next question is going to be Mia.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I was basically gone the whole time because I was in the restroom. So I wasn't here for the pencil and
writing.
paper.
Yeah, I'll go over that. So what we're doing during your independent time from now to 10:15 is you're going to be in Seesaw. You're going to be completing 2 things. A writing, Mia, with the prompt, do you think it's difficult being a kid in the year 2021? Explain why or why not. You're going to be writing on paper with a pen or pencil. Then you're going to take a picture after Zoom during this work time that's happening right now. And you're going to make sure that you insert the image in this purple box by taking a picture, by holding up your paper in front of your camera on your laptop. And you need 5 sentences. And you're answering this prompt. Do you think it's difficult being a kid in the year 2021? And then you have a context clues independent practice that's also in Seesaw. And it looks like this. There's 5 questions. Does that help, Mia? Awesome. And it looks like this. And there's 5 of the questions. Now, next question is going to be Tristan. Thank you for asking, Mia. Tristan.
The context clues, there's 7 pages.
Well, the first one's an example, friend. Then the second page is the steps on how to complete this, like crossing out the underlined unknown word, highlighting the context clues by Mia. So the first 2 slides are just the example and the steps. Okay, Tristan? But you only have 5 questions to do for the context clues. Now, next question is going to be Bye. And I'm going to project the what's going on in the picture for Yazel. For Natalia. Natalia, what number did you leave off on? Natalia, what number did you leave off on? So I can project that for you, friend.
It was on number.
There was 4 questions. Is it what do you think the crowd is looking at? How do you know this happened in the past? Or why do they look worried?
The one that says, I think the crowd is looking at.
All right, friend. So I'm going to leave this projected for you. Do you see it now?
Yes.
All right. Well, Natalia's writing. I'm going to go to the next person, Yazel.
Can I take a picture what you said for Natalia? Can I
Yes.
take a picture for it?
Yes. So you mean take a picture of the what's going on in the picture questions? Yes. And then have your mom send that to me on Remind. Thank you for being a problem solver, okay? So tomorrow, make sure your laptop's charged, but you did the right thing by just writing it down on paper for the what's going on in the picture lesson, Yazel. So I'm proud of you, friend. Next person's going to be Bye. Chloe. Then Adam. Then Maurice, and then Victor, okay?
I was trying to figure out a way to have Zoom pulled up and Seesaw pulled up at the same time. So was still in the first one, and the only one that I finished was, I think.
I have it projected. Are you on this one, Chloe?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna leave it there. That way you and Natalia can type, and then I'll go to the next one when you're ready. Okay, Chloe and Natalia. Now, Adam.
Do you know how that the computers we get are Chromebooks? You know that there is no caps lock button, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you is that there's actually a way how to do caps lock on a Chromebook because even though there's no caps lock button, there's a way to do it. So press the Alt and search icon key at the same time, and it turns on caps lock.
That's awesome. Thank you for that tip, Adam.
Yeah, I learned it from a YouTube ad because I do have a Chromebook that used to be my mom's laptop in 2017, and I thought there were no caps lock, but then it showed me an ad of caps lock, so I watched the ad, and it was only 30 seconds long, and I watched it, and it showed how to do caps lock.
That's awesome, Adam. And then Chloe and Natalia, give me a thumbs up if you're done with this slide. That way.
Also, bye.
Go to the next one. Bye, Adam. All right, Maurice, what's your question, friend?
Can you show me the writing prompting?
Yes, sir. So I think you're in your car. So the writing prompt is going to be in Seesaw, and I have the slide there, and it's, do you think it's difficult being a kid in the year 2021? And you're going to write that on paper. And then when you get, take a picture of that, okay? I'm going to go to the second slide, but first, Chloe and Natalia, I'm going to show Maurice where it's at. So Maurice, you're going to go to the activities in Seesaw, and do you see where it says Thursday writing? You click on the image, and there's the question, the prompt, what you're writing about. That way you have it, and you have all day to work on it, Maurice.
Okay.
Context clues, and I'm glad that you're feeling better, Maurice.
Thank you.
Keep resting. All right, so now Chloe.
One more question.
Yes, what's your question, friend?
Well, I got my laptop late, so.
Okay.
Can you show me the work from yesterday?
Can you do all your work?
I sure can. All right, and Chloe, you're typing in the slide, right? You okay, Chloe? Are you on this one, Chloe? Were you still on this one, friend?
I'm finished. I already finished that one.
Okay, do you need this one?
I already finished that one. That was what I was saying, that I already finished.
Oh, do you need any other ones, Chloe?
Yes, I need 7 and 8.
Okay, let me check on Natalia first. Natalia, are you done with this question? How do you know this happened?
That was the one I needed.
This one?
No, the number 5.
Oh, so you're done, right, Natalia?
Yes.
You're dismissed, friend. Complete your writing and your context clues practice. There you go, Chloe.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So, Maurice, while Chloe's writing this, the work from yesterday is going to be context clues task cards, and I can show you what it looks like. And then let's do this, Maurice. Since you didn't get your laptop, I'm going to do the following.
Okay.
Let's just focus on today's work, okay? That way you don't feel behind, because you were not feeling well, friend, and I get that. Your health is a priority. So you're excused from the work from yesterday. How does that sound?
Okay.
That way you focus just on today's lesson and the work, because I don't want you feeling behind because you were sick, friend. Does that help you out?
Yes, thank you.
Yesterday's work? Blank?
Well, I can't.
What's up? Yes.
I'll do it when we get home.
Yeah. So focus on today's work when you go home. Yesterday's work, Don't worry about it. And then today's work has the date, 9 to September 2nd, and Thursday on it. Thumbs up? Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, Chloe, you're a good friend. I'm so proud of you for advocating for yourself and for staying on after.
I need the 8th one.
You ready for the 8th one?
Yes.
All right, here's Cheddar. If you want to say hi to Cheddar.
No. Does he have two? Did you already go over that he has two?
Yes, he has one blue and then one black eye. I know, I need to take
We
you.
have a dog that lives near our neighborhood that has that.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Chloe. So this is the last one. Where does this photo take place? And we came up with, I think they're outside of a building because you can see the reflection. But if you don't like that clue, Chloe, the reflection clue, the evidence, you can give me your own. And there were a lot of them. Like the street number sign was on the background. You saw a building. A lot of clues that prove that they were
I
out.
thought it was a TV shop because there was a TV in the window.
That's a great prediction. And you are correct, Chloe, because back in the day, they would have TV appliance stores and people would watch the news from these stores because TVs were very expensive. So they would all gather outside and do that of the building. Good job, Chloe. And tomorrow I'm going to show you exactly what was going on in the photograph. And you'll watch a video too. You let me know when you're done, okay, Chloe? And then you have all day to finish the writing and the 5 context clues questions, okay?